Eastern Tiger File Operating System 221 Files Development Diary Project Overview Development Diary Phenotypic Alteration Longevity Research. Initial research into metagenetics represents a singular challenge, to wit, the study not of genes themselves but of the interaction between genetics and the unseen world of astrospace. If the creation of a particular metatype or magically expressed phenotype was as simple as the recombination of given amino acid sequences, then the creation of majors would be as simple as the expression of a given eye color or skin tone. Unfortunately, such expressions are far more complex. The expression of traits previously considered to be supernatural is a complex interplay between mundane DNA, the condition of the ambient manosphere at the time of development, and the interactions between genes and what we have dubbed astral shadows. Any research into these is fraught with difficulty due to their resistance to traditional, that is to say, technological instruments. Ergo, Omega Sequence number 358G is a project decoupled from the usual safeguards against project overruns. We have been granted extensive magical assistance in our pursuit of higher metagenetic understanding, as well as autonomy from legal concerns. As such, Omega Sequence project's materials must be kept in Eastern Tiger secure facilities only. Deviation from this may result in local law enforcement interest, and subsequent cleanup costs can be prohibitive. Phenotypic alteration is the key process which allows for the Omega Sequence project to progress. Ordinarily, an organism's phenotype is set and cannot be changed after a very early point in development. Morphology, phenology, replication processes, any alteration in the coding sequence of a living organism is invariably fatal, except in the case of the Omega sequence. A combination of alkylating agents, ambient mana control, and potent alpha emitters allow us to control the replication of the Omega sequence metagene. This is accomplished through alteration of the interactions between DNA and their astral shadows, the building blocks of metagenetics and mana-based abilities. To understand this concept, consider an Indonesian shadow play. The story one watches is not of the puppets, but the shadows they cast. A skillful puppeteer manipulates not just the puppets, but the space between the screen and the viewer. So too is it with metagenetics. Magical aptitude, metagenetic traits, and formerly unknown parazoology are revealed when mana levels reach a sufficient point to allow the astral shadows of DNA to engage in their delicate, powerful dance of replication. To change the metagenetics of an organism, we do not manipulate only the subject's DNA, but the space between the DNA and the astral plane. We cast the requisite shadows, engendering change that cannot be explained solely by base pairs, alleles, and nucleotides. Control is our challenge. Control is a delicate art. It requires patience and perseverance, as well as scientific acumen. But with a fine enough degree of control, we will be able to replicate magical abilities, trait expression, and black swan effects. One of these black swan traits, individuals born during events which cause ambient mana to spike have been known to express extreme magical potential and meta traits not possessed by the majority of their metatype. Research into Homo sapiens nobilis subjects born during the awakening, for instance, indicate that ordinary elven longevity simply does not apply, that there is no upper bound to their telometric regeneration. Effectively, they appear to be immortal. Longevity research. The goal of the Omega Sequence project is to harness and unlock these black swan meta traits, beginning with the question of longevity factor in Homo sapiens nobilis. Treatments for extending human lifespans already exist, of course. Organ transplantation can extend life by up to 50 years, and leonization treatment can theoretically extend life for several hundred. Yet the drawbacks of these are apparent to any who scratch the surface. Leonization is prohibitively expensive and erodes the patient's essence with every treatment, leading to eventual systemic collapse. Organ transplants can preserve the body, but plaques build up in the patient's neural tissue, and the patient must take a cornucopia of immunosuppressants for the duration of their life. True longevity lies in preventing aging from occurring at all. Omega sequence number 358G represents our most advanced metagenetic prototype yet. Preliminary results indicate that the test clone's age will lock at 19 years and progress no further. In order to test this, we have induced artificial aging of the clone through our fast-go organ replacement process. Our fast grow. Unfortunately, this has led to an explosive cancer and mutation rate, rendering it non-viable for any other types of metagenetic research. Even so, the value of this test subject cannot be overstated. Alright, download data. With the data and tissue samples secured, you are ready to make your exit from the Nauchi. Pulling your comlink, you dial Captain Jomo. The Malaysian orc's face springs to life on your comlink, his tusky maw spread in a grin. Jomo is listening. You ready for a pickup, my friend? We are standing by and have eyes on the ship. Make it fast, things might heat up. Easy lah. We'll be there in a few minutes. Be ready right where we dropped you off, friend. With that, Jomo disconnects the call. In a few minutes, the only thing between you and Hong Kong will be the open ocean. The last detail is to inform Johnson everything is complete and have him transfer plane payment. You rapidly dial the number Kindly Cheng gave you for Tigath. Really? Shouldn't we get out before we tell him we're done? The elf on the screen has the bearing of someone with no time for pleasantries, and his tone is flat when he speaks. This is Tigath. Is the task done? We're done here. We can release the data at a time and site of your choosing. That was swiftly done. Unfortunately, there's been a complication. I can't transfer you your payment until we meet in person. Oh, is that right? I had a tail on me since I arranged the run with Kindly Chang. I think the Sopas have caught up with me, and are watching to see what I'm up to. I can shake the tail, but I need to ensure my safety before this is done with. I can help with that, but it'll cost you. Tigath grimaces, but nods his head in agreement after a few seconds. I'll pay whatever it takes to get them off my back. If I can't, my family's still dead. I have a safe house in Ho Chung village that I set up before landing here. Meet me there, call me when you're close and I'll shake the tail. As long as we get it handled in a hurry, I should be clear to get out of Hong Kong. I guess we don't have much choice. My rate just went up significantly. You better have my money when I get there. You know what? It's just not talking about money. I'm sorry about all of this. I really am. You disconnect the call and pocket your comlink. Things just got a whole lot more complicated. Did it? I don't like this one bit, SDKZ. Last-minute plan changes are the fastest way to get killed, especially if somebody bloodthirsty like the Sopa rings are involved. This whole thing stinks. You have any better ideas about how to handle this? Listen, just keep your eyes open and be ready for anything. I want to come home in one piece, okay? Alright. As you start to move away from the Omega sequence cargo, you realize your comlink is buzzing with an incoming call. Pulling it back out of your pocket, you answer. The caller's expression is pleasant, but there is a level of unspoken menace in his eyes, the glint of a killer. Good evening, SDKC. My name is Huang J. Min, and I represent the Blue Haven Sopa ring. I've just become aware that you are in possession of data and tissue samples from Project Omega sequence number 358G. I would like those samples and I'm willing to pay you for them. I'm not in the habit of backing out of a deal. Nor would I expect you to be, given your exceptionally swift rise in the shadow community of Hong Kong. Understand, what I'm asking of you I do not do lightly, but I am privy to information that you are not, and I think I could be of some use to you. Please do me the honor of hearing me out. Oh, you want honor? I understand you are an associate of Kindly Chang's. My own organization is far too trivial to have attracted her notice, but I believe you can help me change that. Merely doing business with you will increase our standing a great deal, and since I have information that may save your life, perhaps we can come to an arrangement. What do you mean, save my life? The Blue Heaven Ring has been retained by Eastern Tiger in order to prevent the theft of the Omega sequence data and samples, the very things you have just taken. Your employer, whose full name is Tigath Wright, has been attempting to acquire them for some time. The entire reason the data and samples are being shipped to Seoul is because of a botched Shadowrun. One on the Eastern Tiger facility in Tacoma where the project was being developed. Tigath Wright was the Johnson for that run. Your employer is not who he says he is, nor are his motives pure. He was never employed by Eastern Tiger and has no family in Seoul. As near as I have been able to determine, he is an agent of the Tiangear Information Secretariat, a spy, if you will. What's a tier elf doing hitting Eastern Tiger? I'm not certain, but I suspect that the Council of Princes has an interest in suppressing research into elven longevity. Every scientist working on the question of potential elven immortality has been disgraced or disappeared, except for those employed by Eastern Tiger. I suspect that the elves have secrets they'd rather not have the rest of the world know. Wright attempted to intercept Eastern Tiger's cargo at every port it's landed at. The strike in Tacoma was only the first. There was a second attempt in Perth and a third near the Riau Islands, against the very ship you're now on. Don't think for a moment that Wright will hesitate to kill you as soon as you hand the data over to him. I mean, if he tries, we'll kill him. So what do you say? I pay you for the data you have, and both of us can eliminate Wright and whatever hired guns he brought along. I think that's a fair arrangement. If Wright double-crosses me, I'll kill him myself, no deal. Wang's expression darkens and his tone grows cold. I'd hoped we'd be able to come to an agreement, but you refuse to see reason. Bullets may prove a more effective argument. No one crosses the blue heaven rings and lives. Your death will be an object lesson in that. Cool. So we're gonna kill him, and we're gonna kill our client. Well, I think you made a new friend, Mr. Casey. I think he's unwittingly just gotten in far over his head. Our rep speaks for itself. Let's get back to Hong Kong. You put your comlink away and check the time. Captain Jomo should be arriving any minute. Time to head back to Hong Kong and what awaits. I have to get out of here first though, right? Alright, let me save again. Make sure we don't... Oh, we leave here? I have went to every room, right? Alright, let's get out of here. Disembark? Whistleblower. The boat ride back to Hong Kong is tense. Even Captain Jomo's jovial nature does little to lighten the mood. The deep storm swirls in the sky behind you, and although you've accomplished your mission, you wonder what's in store once you reach Ho Chung village. What will be waiting for you in Ho Chung? Who will betray whom? And most importantly, how can you survive the night and still get paid? You're certain these mysteries will be revealed, but how you learn the answers could be deadly. I think we'll be just fine, actually. The Ho Chung MTR station is a testament to high-class design left to rot over a period of 15 years. Smelling of stale urine and mold, this stop has seen better days. With any luck, you'll be able to wrap the job and leave Ho Chung before the sun is fully up. Gaichu runs a fingernail over the glittering edge of his sword before turning to face you. You realize, of course, that Huang is going to be lying in wait for us, yes? That he will try to kill us and steal the data before or during the handoff. Of course you do, it's as plain as day. We should warn Tigath. You know what? I'm not gonna warn him. He seems to know how to play the game. Absolutely, and the best way to play when you've been dealt the hand he has is to strike from stealth and bring overwhelming force to bear. He knows who we are and what we do, and that means he will attack with whatever forces he can muster. We should take it slow in Ho Chung, look around, get a sense of the place, otherwise we might walk blindly into the hornet's nets. Alright, we're gonna walk into an ambush and kick the place down. Ho Chung Village. MTR. I mean, this is like really weird because there's water here, so the train is in the water. That's not... I'm pretty sure that's not how this is, it's not how geology works. Alright, what could possibly go wrong? A bit of a car park. Can't get back there, right? Can't get back there. Store vendor. Hey, what are you selling, dude? Street dog. LTG access point arms dealer. Hey, there's like shopkeepers here. This street vendor is hawking obviously cheap junk he probably bought in bulk from an outlet. Charms, trinkets, and small toys litter his store. He waves his arms excitedly, drawing you over. Hey friend, come look at my wares, many fine souvenirs for you. No thanks, but have you seen anyone suspicious around here? What? Other than you? The junk vendor leans back against the store, tilting his chin upward. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. What can you do for me? Nothing. I don't really care to pay him. Street dog. This street vendor is hawking both traditional Chinese medicine supplies and modern trauma kits alike. Feeling down? Ginkgo Bilbao in bulk. Got a cut? Doc Wagon's first aid kind. First aid kit. Plenty of disinfectants. I'd like some information, actually. Oh yeah? What do you want to know? I see a lot from my store. You seen anyone strange looking around here? Yeah, I saw this gangster type move through here. Real nasty looker, you know? He had his crew trailing along behind him. They were all speaking Korean too, which is why I thought it was strange. I don't speak much Korean, but I know around here they try to rule the roost. Thanks. I mean, we knew that already. We knew the Korean dudes are gonna be here. Show me what you have. Dog Wagon's trauma kit. See you later. Well, our destination is there, and then there's a bunch of dragon lines, so obviously the ambush is gonna be right there. LTG access point. This is an LTG access jack used for maintenance and diagnostics. A Attacker could use this to check recent traffic cameras, adjust grid guide and power flow, and manipulate basic utilities in the local area. Hey, Isabel. This is why we have to bring Isabel on every single run. What's back there, by the way? Was there anything back there? There's nothing there, right? Alright, so those guys... This spot is safe. Except that I was... Oh no, I'm bad! I'm bad at this game! How do you get past those? Because they cross over each other. Don't you have to hit one of them? Like how'd you yeah, no, you, oh, what? How did I get past there? Alright, hack blocker I see. 6619. The WW... this one. WW... Yeah. Traffic camera data storage. Tigath Wright, are you and your men ready? I have a timetable to keep. Tsunami Captain, don't rush me. You hauled my team halfway across the world for this little adventure of yours. And we've just gotten off the plane. The contract says we'll be ready by 300 hours, and we will. In the meantime, get the hell off my back. Tigath's expression is one of barely restrained anger. His hands ball up into fists. You'd better be, you little toad. This is a matter of national security for Tiange. And given what you're billing me, I expect nothing but perfection. The mercenary commander is utterly unimpressed by Tigath's impotent rage. Spare me. That kind of line might work on rank-and-file troops, but this isn't my first day on the job. Without my troops, you'll be stuck hiring local scrubs with zip guns. As it is, I'm only here because my boss likes your brother. The elf's eyes narrow to razor slits, and he jabs a finger towards the mercenary. Just be ready, mercenary. I've paid for your time and for the duration of this mission, I expect your loyalty as well. I'll do my job right. That's what you're paying me for. You do yours. I want to get out of this forsaken pit and catch the next flight back home. Oh, that's it? How's that useful to me? That's not useful to me. So we get a little bit of... Yeah, I didn't think so. Get a little bit of him meeting his hired security. But how's that useful to me? There's nothing here, right? Okay, there's nothing there. Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh no! Oh no, can I just run away? I'm just gonna run away. Bye. I lost that one, but we're fine. That's not really useful, is it?